Yes.
And we're back. Had a little delay there. That happens out here in West Texas. Clock's winding down. 13 seconds left in the second quarter. We'll see if we can get the Braves get one more playoff before halftime.
They may be content to just go to halftime, but Bowman here looking at the play clock, looking at the game clock. There's a flag coming in as the snap goes astray. They're going to call a false start here. And the game clock is actually down at 0. My guess is in a game like this, they will call that as, hey, let's go to halftime, fellas. That's an official term. Hey, let's go to halftime, fellas.
There's a chapter.
That's right.
You're looking in the index.
That's right.
That's okay. Yeah. He raised the roof, and I don't think that's a call, raising the roof.
All right, it is officially now halftime, and so we're going to do what we can to get you the Mighty Owl Band as they'll be performing the first 2 movements of their halftime show this evening. We'll see if we can get that to you, and then, of course, we'll pick up third quarter action. So see you here in a little bit.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for welcoming us to Iraan, Texas. And at this time, we would like to ask you to help us welcome the pride of Reagan County, the Mighty Owl Band. The Mighty Owl Band is under the direction of Joshua Rumbo, and this evening we'll be performing the first 2 movements of Luke McMillan's Journey to New Galaxy. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time.
And we're back, Owl fans, to start the second half. Owls up big, 47-0. Dylan Odom to kick it off for Reagan County to get this second half underway. Scott, great first half, great execution by the Owls.
This is an opportunity this evening for the Owls to bounce back from kind of a tough loss at Merkel last week. Now this is going to be interesting. So, by the way, I feel like I have to tell you what just happened. Since the Braves player touched the ball before it went out of bounds, it just gets marked out. There's no penalty for the kick here. But yes, good opportunity for the Owls to bounce back. Last week was kind of a tough loss at Merkel, and so for the guys to come out and for things to click on offense and for the timing to be there, for the protection to be there for Kason Brown, and for the defense to be as dominant up front and as on the spot in pass coverage situations, got to feel good for the Owls coming back around to this Friday night.
Well said, Scott. That's exactly how I think a lot of folks feel. This is a good half of football we just saw, and let's see what the Owls defense can get done here. Braves, 1st and 10.
Bowman hands off to Solis, and
Hunter Fuller, who
almost looks like he saw that coming.
You know, it did. A great read by the junior linebacker. Great tackle. Good play.
Right place, right time. Disrupting in the backfield. Another tackle for loss for the Owls.
Speaking of Nostradamus, he seems to know what's going on.
Hunter Fuller has looked like he knew exactly where he should be. And wow.
Fumble on the play.
Eli Hernandez.
That's a live ball, and that is recovered.
Yes. Ball is popped out. Eli Hernandez, they're going to say that the runner was down. Hernandez really put a pop on the running back here.
He does a great play by Eli, collapsing that backside and really doing his job well.
3rd and about 18. Connor Norton came up with that football, and I thought maybe he was going to get to keep it. They're not going to let him keep that one.
No, and looks like we got a timeout on the field, and we'll be back. Take it in.
Back to the action here. 3rd quarter action. Owls have the Braves pinned deep in their own territory here.
3rd and long.
Bowman flanked by 2 backs, but this is a passing down all the way. Throwing the ball deep. Angel Martinez has a read on it and indeed has a pick. And he gets decked at the 24-yard line, but big-time interception for Angel Martinez.
Great read by Angel Martinez. He's right place, put himself in a good position. What a way to start the second half with another turnover by this Owl defense. They've been playing lights out tonight.
Pass coverage has been, I'm going to say, outstanding. I've lost track of the numbers in terms of pass breakups and interceptions and all that. But I tell you what, there's nothing that looks like the Owls have been taken by surprise on pass coverage in the defense.
Brown set to take the snap for the Owls. Sosa in the backfield. Here we go. 1st and 10, Reagan County.
Sosa straight up the middle, off the right side. Has some running room, looking for the end zone, and has it.
Nice blocks up front by Glass and the rest of the Reagan County offensive line. Nice run.
Run behind Glass and Christian DeLuna, Matthew Guerrero.
And we're going to take a break. Got it. Back to the action at Brave Stadium. Owls about to attempt the extra point.
That one, a low line drive. Odom pulls a little bit left. So PAT is no good.
Nice run by Sosa there to start the second half off for the Owls. Good blocking up front. Tough running.
The line opened up a nice hole for him. Ran behind Glass, DeLuna. Eli Hernandez was in there to open that up. But Sosa, I think because we didn't get to see him last year, I think people forgot that it's not just about power for Alex Sosa. He gets through the line, and then he actually has another gear, and he kind of throws it into a new gear, and all of a sudden he's just fast again, and he's past people instead of having to run them over. But he can do both.
Yes, he can, Scott, and it's just a joy to watch. And here we go again. Owls kicking off. Looks like Dylan Odom spotting the ball up, getting ready to.
Odom doing a good job tonight in the kicking game, getting pressed into service.
Yes, he really is.
Nice for the Owl coaching staff to have some options for kicking. This one is loose at the 22-yard line, finally picked up, but nowhere to go as Samaniego comes in. I'm sorry, this is Fraga coming in for another special teams play.
Fraga,
boy.
He's having him a game. Nice play by the young man, getting down there on coverage. Good tackle. Looks like we've got some different personnel coming in for Reagan County.
Good, good, good. All right, so here we go. Left defensive end, David Saucedo. It's hard to miss David Saucedo, big kid. And coming across in the front here, other defensive end is Aaron Esquivel. I think Draven Valenzuela must be the nose tackle. Is that? Do I have that right, Stephen?
I believe that's correct.
Good. Off to the right side. Owls staying home. Good team tackle.
Swarming Owl defense bottles up. Iraan brings up a 2nd and long.
Fraga in on that tackle again, but the key to that is actually outside linebacker because Dylan Odom steps up and he shuts down where the running back actually wants to go and forces him inside, and then there are 3 or 4 Owls there to make sure he has no place to go.
Excellent technical execution by Odom at that outside linebacker spot.
Pass coverage over here, Angel Flores and Angel Martinez on this side. Jarrett Brown at the kind of lone safety position. Owls have an extra linebacker in from what their normal formation is, as the Braves have gone to this 2-back set a little more. There's Odom again shutting down the lane. No place for the running back Cade Cravens to go, and Owls as a collective group push him back inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark forward progress out to the 12th, but 3rd and very long.
7 minutes, 18 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Owls up big. Braves pinned down in their own territory.
Abel Munoz is the, it really looks more like a 4th linebacker with what the Owls are playing right now.
I believe Abel had that last tackle. It was a nice play.
So a little bit of a different look. It's kind of a 3-4 instead of the 3-3 we're used to. Long ball, deep ball is up. Thought for just a moment that ball was kind of going to be on the money. Blake Johnson can't quite bring it down. Coverage on the outside there is...
Was that Abraham Fraga again?
Fraga is out there on that side. I'm having trouble reading jersey numbers sometimes. I think Samaniego actually had the primary coverage.
Good job by the Owl defense. Iraan looks to punt here.
So 4th and long. Clock running down again, and Braves coaching staff does not want to push their punter back an extra 5 yards, so they'll take a timeout rather than delay of game. We'll take the timeout as well. Steven, you just take the lead on that, okay?
Back to the action, folks. 5:56 left in the third quarter. Owls up big.
Bowman fields the snap, a high snap up and over his head. Owls are going to let this one bounce regardless of where it comes down, and fielded in play by Alonzo Sosa. Owls will take over at the Braves' 32-yard line. And as we saw on defense, a couple of new guys in new positions here on offense as well.
Who we got in there? We got a new quarterback.
New quarterback is Dylan Odom, and he's got Hunter Fuller in the backfield with him. Receivers on this side, Flores and Martinez. But across the front, Saucedo, Valenzuela, DeLuna, Munoz, as Fuller gets dragged down, tackle for loss. And Aaron Esquivel across the front for the Owls now.
We're going to take a quick break. Back to action. Back to the action, Scott. It's going to be second and about 13 for Reagan County. Odom surveys the defense. Fuller in the backfield for the Owls.
Out of the shotgun, Odom hands off to Fuller, met at the line and dumped. Good single solo tackle, I should say, by Ethan Barrera.
No gain on that play. Third and long for Reagan County. 4 minutes left in the third quarter. Owls up big. Odom still in at quarterback. Fuller in the backfield.
They are going to let Odom throw a little swing pass out to the side, and Fraga puts a move on. Fraga finding some sideline all the way down inside the 5-yard line.
Nice ball by Dylan Odom, firing it out there to Fraga. A nice run by Abraham for a big gain for Reagan County inside the 10.
I'm glad you said that about the throw. That's a difficult throw because you have to put some sauce on that thing to get it out there quickly, or this play doesn't have a chance to develop. It's a nice pass, and then the work by Fraga to get some space to run in was excellent.
Yeah, some passes, I mean, you got to put the sauce on it. Others, you need the juice. It just really depends on the route.
That was more of a sauce pass,
That's
right?
what I thought, yeah.
two backs. Odom hands to Fuller, who finds a little space in the middle, tries to roll into the end zone. Of course, he's going to be marked down outside the goal line, probably about the 1 or 2 yard line. 2nd and goal.
This is a nice stadium, Scott. I've got to experience it and walk around. Iraan has a beautiful facility here.
It's a great facility. The town's location, I think, is fantastic. Set here in among the hills. Fraga's going to get his name in the stat book.
Rewarded for the catch and run. Nice job. Nice job up front by the Owl line. So did you get a chance to go to the concession stand, Scott?
The facilities here are fantastic. They've been doing some upgrades over the last couple of years, and it's fantastic. The field, of course, looks great, and maybe we'll get a shot of the hillside here at some point. Iraan has a couple of iconic kinds of things. I don't know if we'll be able to pick that up on camera or not, but lights on the hillside and that sort of thing. Alexavier Reyes' turn to try the PAT, and snap is fumbled. Octavian Reyes trying to make something out of nothing, and the short version is that the conversion is no good. But from the snap, that was not going to be anything actually happening. So the clock will continue to run here. We're closing in on a minute left in the 3rd quarter.
A lot of good things tonight for Reagan County.
Now, Stephen, it's all right for us to look ahead a little bit because homecoming's kind of a big deal, right?
It is, and I know the kids are going to be excited about it. We're going to have the Ozone Alliance coming to town. It's the first home game for Reagan County this season.
First home game and homecoming game for which the kids are always a little bit extra excited.
It's going to be a fun week. Lots of events planned throughout the week, different dress-up days for the kids.
That's right. The kids do dress-up days. They do it at all the schools, right? High school and middle school and elementary school.
I think so. It's a fun week, and I know the team and the town and the kids are really looking forward to it. And
there'll be a parade on Friday. That's one of Reagan County's homecoming traditions. The parade is always a favorite.
It is. It's just a great week to celebrate the Big Lake. It's just a lot of fun. Odom with a nice kickoff for Reagan County.
Coming across the formation, Alexavier Reyes, the first to get a hold of the jersey. And that's going to bring us to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll take a short break in between quarters and come back with quarter number 4.
Back to the action. Reagan County up big. Start of the 4th quarter. Scott, we were talking about homecoming, and it's one of the about 3 games we have left before our tough district schedule begins. Our district has several ranked teams currently in the district.
The way the UIL does districting in the state of Texas is the districts hold for 2 straight seasons. So Owl fans will remember traveling quite a bit last year in long road trips.
Up to Lubbock. This year, the Lubbock trips will be reversed. And I believe Abernathy, Roosevelt, and Idalou will all be coming to James H. Byrd to see the Owls.
It is going to be good to have those as home games this year. And coming into those district games, the Owls have got a lineup that includes Ozona for homecoming, TLCA, and that's an away game. That's in San Angelo, correct?
Yes, I believe that one is in Angelo, and then we'll go to Forsan.
Just selfishly speaking, our road schedule is a whole lot easier on people like me this year than it was last year. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it really is. It was pretty brutal back-to-back going to Lubbock.
Well, and I complain about it, but we have coaches who have to make that trip 2 days in a row when we have that kind of schedule, and so they leave and they're gone all day from their classes on Thursday, and they turn right back around and do it again on Friday. And so I'm guessing the coaching staff is even happier than you and I are that we've got those games at home this year.
I do bet you're right.
Saucedo giving chase around the end. I think the tackle actually goes this time to Abel Munoz.
Nice play by Munoz, shutting down that edge. Brings up a 4th down for the Braves.
So, Stephen, as a former Reagan County student, what are the homecoming things that you remember?
I remember the bonfire, which I believe we're going to have this year.
Are we working on a bonfire again?
We're working on a bonfire.
Ooh.
Real excited about that. Just the pageantry of the whole event. It was a fun week. The homecoming parade, the mums.
Yeah,
They can get out. They can get.
You were going to say out of hand.
They get out of hand, And I remember that. Homecoming dances, especially in junior high. That was a big event. So. It was awkward, but
now
it was
bonfire is not going to replace lighting of the letters, right? We'll still have lighting of the letters.
I don't know the details. I don't want to speak out of turn on exactly how that's going to look.
Oh, come on, you be Nostradamus for a little bit.
No, I hope there's a little bit of both, elements of both. I think the kids like it all, and there's a high snap there.
Bowman is going to have to just cover this up in the end zone, and actually had a knee down even when he grabbed it. So 2-point safety. And the Braves will kick off now from their 20. Kickoff, or it's a free kick, so they can choose to punt it or drop kick it or tee it up, however they want to do it.
I remember the rivalries, just the environment. It was just a blast to be a young person in Big Lake during homecoming week, and it was fun, and it still is. So I'm glad my kids get to experience it.
I like the way that you're talking about it because it's a community event, right? It's about high school and a ball game and a homecoming court and a parade and all that stuff. But it's about the town of Big Lake having something to celebrate together as a community.
And I think more than ever right now, that's going to be just great for our community. And looking forward to next week and really happy for the Owls to be coming into that game with a nice win here in Iraan, and maybe some momentum heading into that game.
A little bit of momentum. Certainly they'll have their heads held high. We've got, I don't have a complete list of people who are watching, but I know at least this much. Gentry Rose Fortenberry watching this ball game, and I just got to give a quick shout out there because Gentry Rose, one of my favorite pre-K kids of all time. And hi, Gentry. Glad to have you.
Iraan set to kick the ball off after the safety. And after homecoming, I believe we'll travel to Angelo, and then I believe we'll travel to Forsan. So we've got a couple more away games early on in the schedule this year. More home games as we get into district. So
the nice thing about those away games is San Angelo and Forsan are short drives. The Merkel drive was our long one for this year, and we're done with that. So we may be able to here's Octavian Reyes putting the moves on. Not satisfied with the short return and is going to take it to the pylon. Another 6 points for Reyes. Well done. Shifty moves by the senior.
You know, occasionally I'll get a message in on a word challenge, Scott.
Oh, a word challenge.
Yeah, sometimes. And my wife, Michelle Dodd, she thinks she stumped me.
Yes. Has
But,
she?
I just think she'd be flabbergasted to know that I can use the word flabbergast.
That was not nearly challenging enough.
No, I think that probably accurately describes her normal evening, right? Between me and the kids.
Flabbergasted.
So, I think flabbergasted is her. She just needs to make a T-shirt. Flabbergasted. So challenge accepted.
And completed. Odom. Extra point. Clock continues to run. Well, hello, Mark Noland. Glad you're watching.
Long-time supporter for the Owls and an alum and former Owl player, and glad Mark's watching.
Tell you what, Mary Henderson has been an Owl fan as long as most people can remember.
I remember Miss Henderson cheering for me, and glad she's watching. The Hendersons, longtime Owl boosters. Who else we got?
Barbara Dagey. Dwayne Mitchell. Tracy McFall. Glad to have all of y'all with us.
It's like Lori Vargas. Cheering on number 50 and number 77, Carolyn Chavez.
Way to go, Octavian. That's right, Octavian with a return touchdown. Mike Carrasco is watching from Del Rio. That's one of the nice things about getting to do this stream is it's not just people back in Big Lake who get to watch the ball game.
That's right, and that's why we're so thankful for the support of Glasscock Chevrolet making this broadcast, sponsoring this broadcast, and just their constant community involvement. Thank you, Glasscock. And the Big Lake Wildcat and J.L. Mankin. Thank you for everything that you do and have done these past 2 years in making this possible and this broadcast. Really just a lot of fun. So did you try anything at the snack bar?
No, I did not. It was mostly because I didn't have time. But now that you mention it, okay, this is a piece of homecoming news that you're going to want to know.
Okay.
I happen to have inside information about a significant number of briskets available at concessions for homecoming concessions next Friday.
I am already excited. I
don't know in what iteration they're coming out. Iteration, there you go.
That's a good one.
Brisket burritos, brisket on your potato. I don't know, but I tell you what, the folks who prepare food for concessions in Reagan County, actually Miss Baston will probably be in charge of making sure that all goes really well. So shout out to Miss Baston.
And it'll be good. Pretty much anything Miss Baston turns out is just fabulous.
Oh man.
And you know, the thing about brisket, it pairs so well with so many things.
You have some examples for us?
You can have a nice soft drink that really accentuates the flavor. You can.
You started with soft drink with that setup?
Well,
Come on, Steven.
Look, okay, I may have given away the lack of complexity in my palate, and I sincerely for that I apologize.
Wait, was palate a word challenge? Because well done.
Get you a nice big red that pairs well with nacho cheese. Nothing like asking for like a side of nacho cheese when you're out like at a fancy restaurant with your wife and you get that look like busted. You know,
learning so much. I bet your wife is flabbergasted right now.
Yeah, that's her normal state of mind. I'm probably in trouble.
Oh, I'm sure you are. Kate Cravens gets a carry, trying to make it around the outside here. So clock continues to roll. We are under 2 minutes remaining in this ball game. It's been really fun to have you all here with us tonight.
Had a couple of minor technical issues. Sometimes it can be a little cantankerous when you're kind of in a foreign area, but.
Yes. Well, we're dependent on a Wi-Fi signal, not a Wi-Fi signal, a jetpack signal. That's if you get it, it's great, and if you don't get it, then you can't do anything about it. And so sometimes it's in, sometimes it's out.
We're even going to try something at the end of the game.
Tell them what we're going to give a shot at.
We are going to give a shot at interviewing Coach Brown. And so we don't know how that's going to work. We think we've got a plan. We think we think we have the technology. And so we're gonna give it a shot. Game's winding down. Under a minute left in the fourth quarter. Owls up big. Scott, hopefully we'll get to interview Coach Brown, but all in all, great outing for the Owls.
Tell you what, Owl fans, stick around for a couple of minutes after this ball game is over as we're counting down from 40 seconds here. Stick around, and if things work the way we're hoping they're going to work, then you will get to hear from Coach Brown here at the end of this ball game. So don't turn it off just yet. Owls are probably going to snap the ball one time here, and we'll call it an evening as far as the football action is concerned. And then once the teams come across and do high fives or fist bumps or whatever we do these days, then we're going to try to get you a little bit of interview action between Stephen Dodd and Coach Brown. So stick around right here for just a minute, and we'll see if we can pull this off tonight.
Quick shout out to Alex Turner, been working the cameras for the last two games and providing just some great viewing for the Owl fans. Alex, thanks for your hard work and everything you do setting this up. Morgan Dodd here giving us a hand and getting this broadcast done. It's a pleasure working with everybody, and kind of got a good team going when we can go different places and we can set up in different ways, and it's always a challenge when you come to a new environment. Luckily, we're pretty spoiled up here tonight in our own suite, basically.
Spoiled is the right word for it. And it's the reason we're able to do this week after week after week is because J.L. Mencken makes sure that we can do it. And one way or another, you should hear the plans and the backup plans and all the stuff of here are the possibilities of how we're going to pull it up to you. But we're coming in here. This is about the time where we're going to try to do this interview. So let me see what we've got for you.
He's
here.
Trying.
No, sir. You stay right there on the phone. Just look up at us. Yes, sir. If you'll just kind of walk over to the 40-yard line, we'll get the camera on you. No, you're good.
This is Coach Brown that you're seeing right now, and I know we're kind of holding space for you here until we get the technical pieces work out. As you may know, Coach Brown in his first year as head coach.
Hey, Coach Brown, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
Stephen Dodd here. Congratulations on leading the Owls to a fantastic win. How would you describe tonight's effort?
I thought it was great. I thought the kids, we were challenged last week, and we told them that, we had to focus on ourselves to get better, and I think we did that.
What did you make any changes this week, or do we just keep getting better? What are we seeing out there?
We had some personnel changes, and we were without some starters, but it was more just watching film and correcting our mistakes.
Any plays that you really were proud of tonight, or anything like that you want to point out to the fans?
No, I just think the all-around effort. We had the one personal foul that I'm not happy about. We've got to be better than that, but other than that, just the effort I thought was great.
Coach Brown, I want to thank you very much for your time and your efforts and leading the Owls. We appreciate everything you do. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
Appreciate Coach Brown taking just an extra minute after the ball game here. I'm really glad to see that that's working. JL and Steven, nice work. We'll, as we get that figured out, we're going to have a good time with this post-game interview thing. So I'm glad we're off to a good start with that. So we're going to close it out here from Iraan, Texas. Big win for the Owls tonight, and start looking forward now to homecoming this time next week. Maybe we'll see you out at the stadium. Yeah.